you guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you decide to stick around. My name is Lorna and I create lots of nail content and all of that good stuff. So if you are obsessed with nails like me, then you definitely need to stick around. And if you want an oldie but a goodie and you've been here for a while, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you so much, more than you actually probably even know. Okay, while we're here, also please give the video a thumbs up. It'll take you 2 seconds, and leave me a comment down below so we can jump straight into this video. For today's nail set, I'm using the Glitter Planet Jelly Flex nail tips. These are the soft gel tips. Obsessed with them, and if that is what you are into right now, you need to try this XL shape. The oval XL as well are absolutely bomb. But anyway, nonetheless, I'm designing them off of the nail and just going to wear them as press-ons. But of course, you can also apply them with your gel glue. Don't forget to subscribe. I know you must be enjoying this set since you're still here. If you didn't already subscribe, hit the button, turn on the bell, and you will definitely see my face in another video. Okay. Also, a random fact, just whilst these gels are curing, it's not really a fact, but whatever. Can anybody do the Cadbury's eyebrow dance? Like, you know. I find it so funny and I love it. I want to know if you could do it as well, because why the heck not? Listen, you guys, if you didn't see this last video, where have you been? Go and watch it. Seriously, I'm going to link it up on the screen somewhere. Go, go, go. I mean, finish this one first. This is how the nail beds are looking. That is the Cover Candy Builder Gel. You can just paint it on as like a gel rubber base. You don't need to build it up thick. I love it for the soft gel tips. Look at it. That's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to do the thumb. This one is the one that I'm going to edit for my other socials as well. But obviously, you know, I'm putting you guys first because I love my YouTube fam. Seriously, love you guys so much. I'm creating this for you guys, but honestly, I seriously need to give this nail desk a clean. She is a hot mess. So messy. Anyway, don't know why I thought I'd share that with you all. Expose myself. But yeah. Anyway, let's carry on. Next up, I'm coming in with the French white. I'm going to get straight into the tie-dye. So for the base, I'm going to be using this French white gel just because I wanted it to have a nice pop. Again, you could do this as a stained glass tie-dye. Since I'm using the glass gels, it would look super cool, like transparent as well. But I really wanted that bright, vivid pop. So that's what I'm going for. I'm just going to tip out a little bit of this Safe Scrub into my dappen dish, and that is just for cleansing my brush between applications, changing colours and all of that. And I just have a little paper towel at the side, so it just makes it easy. The process is fun, not stressful, because nobody likes that. Everybody loves to be relaxed when we're doing our nail designs. So yeah, I'm precising. You see that? We're going in with all these new things. I'm making the smile line precise, making sure the gel is all leveled out, and then curing it in the light. I'm so excited for this bit, guys, because honestly, this is where the tie-dye comes to life. So we're going to pop them on our little stone palettes in colour order. These glass gels are so good. Don't mind the fact that I didn't clean my palette properly. It's all good. Okay, it's good. We're going to jump straight in with the tie-dye, and honestly, it's quite a simple but effective look. I think the main thing is it's just a little bit fiddly, and I suppose the placement can sometimes be tricky. You really want to make sure you get that swirl, but then obviously you've got to place your colours next to each other, but making sure you've still got enough room to go round. So for me, I just like to start the centre of the swirl where I want the kind of tie-dye to radiate from. So imagine everything from that central point, or whatever point you decide to put it at, everything is coming out from that. So if you put it up to the right, you're going to have less of that design up towards the right of the nail, more towards the left, a bit like a sunbeam, I suppose, coming down. I've put it in the central part, so we are coming right out from the center. We're going to have kind of equal amounts on the outside, and then I'm going to go ahead and just keep swapping colors, filling in until I've got no more, coming inwards towards the center of that nail. Once I've worked through each of those colors and I've come through to the center of the nail, I'm then going to start working outwards again in the same kind of rainbow order that we did going inwards. You'll see what I mean as the process goes along. It is quite, like I say, not tedious, but I suppose maybe when I'm trying to, film it for you guys, the angles, I can't quite get the same, like, I need my beady eye real close up, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I've still got to be quite away because my head would be just bang in front of the camera. You guys wouldn't be able to see anything, and what would be the point in that? Like, seriously, nothing. So yeah, maybe it's just the fact that I have to film it for you guys and it's a bit of an awkward angle that I found it a little tedious, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, pretty straightforward. It doesn't matter if the colours slightly blend into each other already. Do not worry about that. That's the whole point of the design. We want that tie-dye effect. We want it to look like you've literally dipped this nail in some tie-dye ink and gazam, we have this magic madness going on, okay? So once I've finished doing this, I'm speeding through it. I'm just going to stay at the level of this. We're going to move on to the next step. Whilst I let you guys watch that, I just wanted to thank you all for tuning in to my recent video. You guys are awesome. I'm responding to all of the comments, so if you leave me a comment on any of my videos, I'll be responding and replying to you guys. So yeah, I'm getting my groove back. I feel like you guys are enjoying everything, and yeah, I'm just loving creating nails more often. Even though I've been creating them, I haven't been sharing a lot with you guys. Lots of gel nails, gel nail art, gel X, like with the Jellyflex tips, and also acrylic nail designs will be coming up. We have a mix of everything for everybody, but as long as you love nails, you're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I have got you covered. Now we have this swirl. You don't want to cure it because we need to leave it like this. It looks a bit messy, but trust the process. You want to take your liner toothbrush from the 5-piece set because it's nice, long and thin, and then we're just going to drag it through the wet polish going outwards in a like starburst motion. So think about those snowflakes that we do at Christmas. You've got the cross, but then each one in between, you're doing one there as well. Once you've done that, you're going to come back in and drag the paint inwards between each one that you already did. This is going to give us the sickest, bombest tie-dye effect, and oh my god, it is literal heaven, like seriously. Also, regards to the brush, you only need to wipe off and clean it a few times. It's fine if it drags a few of the colours through, kind of adds to the authenticity of it. Once we've finished doing that and we're happy with it, we can go ahead and get that cured in the light for 60 seconds. Next up, I'm coming in and finishing up with my super gloss, as always, my ultimate fave glossy top coat with the highest shine. Absolutely stunning. Love doing this. Even on gel nail designs, it seems to just bring it all together, whether you've got glitter involved or not. So this is how it's looking, absolutely stunning. Going for a full cure for 60 seconds and then we'll move on to the next part of the design. I really loved the tie-dye effect, and the kind of vibes it was giving off was, to me, like Ricky and Morty. Probably could have thought of some others, but I didn't, so we just went with it. Initially, again, I was going to do like a full set of the tie-dye, but I thought, let's change it up, let's do something different, let's add a little bit of something to it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try and paint Morty or Rick. I don't even know who he is, man. I'm using the amber glass gel. This, oh, why I didn't think of it before. Like, I've used no shade because that's like a sheer black gel to paint my character outlines, but why didn't I think of using amber glass or honey? That would also work beautifully, because obviously it's going to blend in more with like the skin. It's just going to look better. It's going to not be as poignant, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, just a little tip there. Glass gels for shade, it like for that mapping out of the design. So good, literally so good. Okay, so I'm just using my Nailmate gel polishes to colour in, fill in, and bring this guy to life, make him look fancy. I just fill it in like a little colouring book, basically adding layers of the gel, making sure to, of course, load up my brush with plenty of product and just have fun. Literally, that is the best thing that you can do when you're doing nail art, whether you're doing it with acrylic, whether you're doing it with gel, foils, stamping, chrome. Just have fun with it. Like, as long as you're doing that, you're doing it right. That is all that matters. Next up, I came in with my super matte top coat for a super matte finish, and then we're going to do some sugaring nail art. I just loved how toxic this lime glitter looked. Had to do it for the little bit of sick on Morty's mouth, you know what I'm saying? So we added a little bit of gel there, sprinkled some on, dusted off, and that's how it's looking. And then I decided that the other two nails that I had remaining would also look good as full sugared nail tips, so that's what I did. I came in with a base gel that matched and then sugared in the glitters. Now that I've finished doing the sugaring on this nail, we're going to do the same on the thumb, but we're going to do it in hot pink. And I'm working on my summer gel polish collection, you guys, and I cannot wait to share it with you all. I'm going to be dropping a sneak peek of two of the colours. I'll be using it in a set that is coming up, so that's super exciting. But yeah, once everything is finalised with it, I had to make some tweaks on the box packaging. Since I do all the designing and graphics and everything myself, it takes a long time. But yeah, I finally finalized it all, so I'll be able to start sharing it and hopefully have it available for you guys very, very soon. Okay guys, this is the final look, and yeah, I cured it in the light, dusted off the glitter, applied them, added my cuticle oil, and look at that. I think it really did come together. It looks freaking bomb. As always, you can find the links to everything down below in the description box. As always, please remember that you are bomb.com, lit as fuck, and don't ever let anybody tell you any different, because you've got this and I love you. Mwah. Bye!